Aquarius, my little stars. How are you doing today? Um, I need to warn you that my guides, whoever gives me the messages, they are in full troll mode this week. Fully prepared to call everybody out on their BS. So just a fair warning there. Um, as soon as I started tuning into your energy, my nose got so itchy, and I realised I hadn't taken my allergy tablets today, so that could be relevant to somebody. Um, a couple of songs that played as I was kind of getting ready were Ray of Light by Madonna, Dream a Little Dream by Kina Grannis. And when I asked for a song specifically for your reading, they gave me an advert. They gave me Cinderella by Andrew Lloyd Webber. So I feel like that was a personal message for me, being Cinderella Tarot. Um, but also things like stage plays and musicals could be relevant to you. And the song that actually did randomize for you specifically for this reading is Did It Again by Kylie Minogue. Gemini energy. The video for that song, she kind of dresses up in a lot of different outfits. It's kind of like a multiple personalities kind of thing. I see it all as one person, but different facets of the same person. If you are in a business meeting, you're going to try and be very professional. If you are looking after your children, perhaps you're going to shove a pair of jeans on, your trainers, and tie your hair up and be quite fun. If you are spending some quality time with your partner, maybe you're going to look a bit sexy. So there's different aspects of our personality that come to the forefront at different times when necessary. Sometimes people can see that as being a bit two-faced or wearing masks. I just see it as being versatile. Again, I've got a Gemini moon, so definitely appreciate the ability to change, transform, wear different masks. Again, with that Andrew Lloyd Webber thing, there could be people who are performers, actors, people who do put on different roles. That could be something for somebody. Yeah, I'm just going to say what comes through, like whatever. The reading's timeless when it finds you. It's your reading at that time. Gender's very fluid in the tarot. There may be a man or a woman on the cards. I may say masculine or feminine energies. I may refer to you as one or the other. Just know it's more about the character, what this person's actually doing, rather than the gender on the card. So just be aware of that. You may need to flip roles around as necessary. Use your intuition to guide you to know which messages are for you, which messages are for other people. It's a general reading. I'm saying this to my guides. It's a general reading. It's not a personal reading, okay? So general reading for Aquarius energy. And take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. I'm trying to not think of specific people, but they keep making me think of specific people for the past few readings, so that's helpful. And then I'm trying to do general readings. I do often find though, even if I sit there thinking I know exactly how this applies to a certain person in a certain situation, other people will come to me and tell me how it applied to them in a very different way. So it's funny how a message can come through and I think I know exactly who that's for, but then because people use their intuition, it actually I'm getting that like facet thing again. It translates differently because it's the messages come through me. I have my own interpretation of it, but then it also it goes through you and you have your interpretation. So the interpretation is important. There's something to do with different views on one thing, different lenses on one thing, different aspects of a certain, different ideas, different people seeing things in different ways. It's funny, as I say that, I'm looking right in front of me at some storage boxes that are on my floor. I've been kind of redecorating a bit, building wardrobes, and there's some storage boxes in front of me that say this way up with arrows. This way up, this way up. I don't know what that is. It's like, look at it this way. This is, maybe it's you. This is the correct way to look at this. You kind of popped up in Capricorn's reading there towards the end with that hangman energy of being like... conflicting thoughts, conflicting opinions of different ways of looking at something. There could be something playing out there. And with that song, with Did It Again by Kylie Minogue, it could be that either people are looking at you and seeing different aspects of you, or you and other people are looking at a certain person and seeing them in different lights. It's funny because Capricorn had a Madonna song at the end of their reading, and you kind of started with a Madonna song. Different. Some people love Madonna, some people hate Madonna. I think she's brilliant. I think she was groundbreaking. I think she stood up for, you know, people, like she raised awareness of people who had a HIV. She stood up for black people. She stood up for transgender people. She stood up for gay people in a time in the 80s where these things were still quite taboo or laughed at. She really was a spokeswoman for, she used her fame to stand up for people and give people a voice when they didn't have a voice. I think she's amazing, very empowered, very much that kind of Leo Queen of Wands energy that I was talking about in Scorpio's reading this week. I think she's brilliant. Other people see her as, I don't know, a slut. Some people see her as attention seeking. She's probably all these things, right? She's a human being. She's complex. She's got a lot of facets. It doesn't mean one person's right and one person's wrong. It just means different people appreciate different things about different people. And do you know what? If someone isn't your cup of tea, just leave them. So there's something going on there with that. Let's pull you some cards, Aquarius. Let's see what the cards want to tell you. You definitely, Aquarius energy tends to think they know best. You can be a little bit of a know-it-all. You can be a bit like, because you're very humanitarian, you can sometimes be quite idealistic. Sometimes you can really go for that kind of like lefty point of view. It's very good. It's very, very good, Aquarius. You're very liberal. You're very progressive. It's Aquarius energy in the in the upright, in the positive is brilliant. We all have light and shadow elements to our personalities. The shadow element of this is that you can sometimes be a little bit intolerant of opposing views, and sometimes that can actually limit your perspective. So where your companion air signs, Gemini, absolutely can flip between that light and dark energy, like Kylie Minogue very, very easily. I think she is a Gemini. And really kind of embrace the light and the shadow elements of themselves, and understand that duality. Again, Libra being the it's funny, I'm talking about Libra and the gems there. I just split the deck. I was like talking with my hands because I'm obviously that Gemini moon of mine like makes me talk with my hands. Look at that as well, like the lover and the talk about Libran energy. The gem. I'll finish one thought before I jump into another. So Libran energy, with it being the scales, is very much Libra can see both sides of an argument. They can see the black and the white, and they do a lot of weighing up. Gemini is this and that. They're kind of both. Libra weighs things up and kind of sits in the middle. Aquarius, you tend to be like, I've thought about this. This is right. Boom, done. Which can actually be quite. It actually can give you quite a narrow view, as opposed to the other signs of the zodiac. So just be aware of that. Perhaps be a little bit more open to the things that you would normally say are bad. You'd normally say, that is not the right way to behave. I have these very high ideals. I'm holier than thou. Everybody copy me. I'm Aquarius. Just be aware that you may have a tendency to kind of to push people out sometimes, because they don't match your very intellectual, very valid, very idealized viewpoint. Okay, that you are dealing with you're very humanitarian sign. You have to realize you're dealing with humans, and humans are fallible. Every single one of us has a light and a dark side. I don't know why I'm giving you a speech. I don't know why I'm giving you a lecture, but there you go. So Libra is showing up for you already here, with the lover representing Venus Aphrodite and the gem representing Libra's diamond heart. Libra's diamond heart is multifaceted. You shine a light through it. It shines out rainbow colors. This came through for a Libra reading a long time ago. So this is it's a motif of Libra for me. So you may be dealing with a Libra, you may be seeing certain facets of them. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Aquarius, what do we want to tell Aquarius, please, this week? Told you I was good. Light and dark, right? Coming together. This and that, yin and yang. the shadow side. You also have the venom here. Are you resisting looking at something? Are you resisting looking at the shadows of yourself or of others? Are you judging people too harshly? I'm surprised Judge didn't come out. Dead End and the Vow there. Spotted the Maiden too. Are you perchance refusing to do some shadow work? Are you denying an aspect of your personality, a shadow element of your personality? We all have them. We're all human. It's funny because I saw the animal as well there a minute ago. You know, if you suppress it, it's going to get stronger. It's going to come up when you don't want it to. Aquarius, you're getting told off. So you're resisting something. You're hiding a shadow element of yourself. You're refusing to look at it. You're trying to be holier than thou. You're trying to put on a I'm whiter than white, you know. I'm no flies on me. Yeah, we've all got flies, Aquarius. You can't trick a tricker. I know. So nothing else there. I'm going to split the deck. We're going to see what's on the underlying. The cave, yeah. Yep. Hiding some secrets here. Hiding some hidden feelings. Hiding some shadow element of yourself. I'm onto you, Aquas. I told you we were getting called out today. Listen, if they're going to call me out, they can call you out as well. The venom. Okay, it's good. It's for our own goods, right? Listen, we have to be honest with ourselves. If we can't be honest with ourselves, who can we be honest with? Right, okay. The poison, the curse, the toxin. Much to our dismay, the venom is always lurking in the shadows in one form or another. Its toxic presence may be found in our relationships, thoughts, speech, or environment. Thankfully, the cycle of purification and detoxification comes so naturally that it's built into our every exhale. We breathe out carbon dioxide and the plants return it to us as oxygen. Archetypal venom is rarely remedied as easily, however, and it can come in potent forms and quantities that are deeply damaging to us and to the world. When the venom card appears, there is a harmful substance in our psychic realm that must be identified. Perhaps your words have a sting of poison about them. Perhaps the relationship is slowly draining your reserves. Acknowledgement. What did I say, Aquarius? Who's a good tarot card reader? I'm a good tarot card reader. Acknowledgement, maybe humility and humbleness is not my strong point. Listen, I've got Leo rising, okay? Leave me alone. Acknowledgement, listen, this is my shadow side. Stop judging me. Go look at your own shadow side. Acknowledgement is the first step. Change is the second. The remedy will reveal itself in time, and with it, forgiveness. Could be forgiveness for the self, okay? Listen, Aquarius. Just because we have shadow elements, just because we have a dark side, doesn't mean that suppressing it is the right thing to do. It's better to acknowledge it, even if it's just to ourselves. Better to shine a light on it, really see it for what it is, really question why we feel a certain way, why something hurts us, why we shy away from looking at certain aspects of ourselves, and really do that shadow work. I don't think that beating yourself up over it is going to do you any good. I don't think that trying to blame others for the way you feel is going to do you any good. I think you need to really kind of take a cold, hard look at yourself, see it for what it is and accept it. Doesn't mean you have to act on it, you know? Doesn't mean you have to act on it. You can just be aware that you feel a certain thing, why you're feeling a certain thing, and just try and work on releasing it, right? When light, self-realization through suffering. I'm not trying to give you a hard time, by the way, here. I'm not like trying to be mean to you or call you out or like make fun of you. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to deliver you the messages from the universe. The universe is trying to help you. They're trying to help you acknowledge those shadow elements and come to terms with them and work on them and heal them. If you refuse to do that shadow work, you're only actually hurting yourself at the end of the day. This is like core wounding. It's can often be things from childhood that we're dealing with, or it's the sort of thing that holds us back in our current lives, or hurts us, or damages us, or stops us from being the best version of ourselves. It's much better to utilize our shadow side, utilize our shadow elements, and repurpose them in a productive, healthy way, rather than just trying to deny them. That doesn't work. Look at the Victorians, right? Look at the state of the Victorians. They all have bloody syphilis. Like they were trying to, they had these like values of like, oh, we're so perfect, family values. Victorian society was rife with all sorts of debauchery. So just like, do you know what? The remedy will reveal itself in time, and with it forgiveness. When light, self-realization through suffering. When dark, unwillingness to find a solution or forgive. Go Deeper, A Poison Tree by William Blake. When you harm another, you harm yourself. Keep in mind, this goes for our earth as well, with cosmic consequences. The spreading of the venom is like a chain reaction. When we strike others, it is likely we have ourselves been struck. Break the cycle. Okay. Do you know, and I'm not holy now. I'm full of shadow energy. I've got all sorts of like I don't know, shadow work that I've been doing, but at least I've got the self-awareness, I think, for a lot of it, of where I'm deceiving myself, or where I'm being a bit of a pain in the arse. At least I know, at least I admit it. We're all doing the shadow work. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. It should be quite fair, Aquarius. You're probably doing better than me, but be aware of the duplicity, the duality of life. We're all made of yin yang energy. We're all light and shadow. One can't exist without the other. The unspeakable, the unwelcome, the denied. Although every card in the archetype deck has a shadow potential, this card asks us to delve into the qualities of the shadow itself. We often think that the shadow can be purified, illuminated, and made right through effort and achievement. However, it is typically the case that our lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection... God, that's so Aquarius. It is typically the case that our lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection is the very source of shadow material itself. By rejecting parts of ourselves and the world, we begin to separate from the whole. Rather than getting to know the qualities and content of our shadow, we busy ourselves with avoiding its presence. This is denial. When this card appears, it is time to take inventory of those things you've been denying. When the mind responds with, no, anything but that, you are touching the shadow. Find support for this deep inner work and move towards the shadow with patience and compassion. When light, revealing unconscious aspects of the self and the world. When dark, denying unconscious aspects of the self and the world. Go Deeper, Own Your Own Shadow by R. Johnson. In the shadow of the gods are the very gods themselves. Reflect on this statement by James Hillman in A Blue Fire. What do you despise about yourself? What do you despise about yourself? That's the hardest thing to look at, isn't it? By answering, you move towards shadow. Contemplate the following scientific observation. The closer an object, per person, a place, or a community is to the light, the longer the shadow it casts. You mean Groundhog Day, the Bill Murray film, Punxsutawney Phil in his shadow, in his long shadow, right? Could be something in that for you. Right, I'm just going to drink a bit of water and then we'll pull you some more cards. All right. Who is Aquarius, please? Who is Aquarius in this reading? Tell me about Aquarius. Thank you. Whoa, did you see how that came out? Here's the King of Wands. Indiana Jones. He's been all over my readings, along with Hierophant and Page of Wands there as well. Interesting split that decided to show me. I don't know whether they can come out again, but the Hierophant's been in a few readings. The Page of Wands has been in a few readings. The King of Wands then, I keep getting Indiana Jones. I keep getting Lara Croft. They keep coming out from the cards. This character came out in my own reading that I did off camera when I was kind of testing what I wanted to do for this set of readings. I think he first came through for a Capricorn reading in the last set of readings where I was talking about rolling through a window of opportunity. And ever since then, like Lara Croft, Indiana Jones, these Tomb Raiders, they keep coming out in my readings again and again and again. Signs and synchronicities all over the place. Somebody who's an Aquarius actually mentioned Indiana Jones. And I'm just seeing it everywhere. Like, there's a game being developed, a movie being developed. People keep telling me about these things, and honestly, I just constant barrage of Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider. So whatever that means, I don't know. But keep seeing them. Oh, Queen of Wands as well. Sexy times. You know, King and Queen of Wands together. That is going to be fiery, creative energy. All right. So Aquarius, you're showing as King of Wands, feeling very determined, really acting on your passions, using your passions to fuel you, making not impulsive decisions. The King of Wands, he has a lot of control over his impulses. He's really kind of mastered his fiery nature. Very charismatic, very magnetic, very much a leader. It's Leo energy. Knows what he wants, and he knows how to get it, or he has the determination to get it, in a very high vibrational way. He's not gonna you know, he's not gonna be an arse about it, you know. He's very strong-willed, very strong character, made his mind up about things, knows what feels good to him, knows what feels right to him, very intuitive, very creative, thinking out of the box energy, and entrepreneurial energy. Oh, without even asking, I was going to say who is around. The Empress has been coming out quite a few times. Could be a mother, could be a wife, could be a boss, could be you in very high vibrational energy. Again, don't worry about the gender of the card. Empress energies, she's all four queens of the tarot. She's really got she's kind of mastered all the different elements of the tarot to be in very high vibrational energy. So it could be an Empress around you as well. So you've got the Ace of Wands, you've got the Hermit card. I feel like I need to do it like this. So these are people around you at this time who may be affecting your energy. So you've got the Hangman there as well. Aquarius energy, could be dealing with another Aquarius, Virgo energy, general fire sign energy. So excuse me. So you've got three people who are affecting your energy at the moment. Three people that you're kind of dealing with. One of these people could be another Aquarius, doesn't have to be. They're in Hangman energy. Could be very patient. They could be feeling very held up, very stuck. This kind of stuck energy enables them to see things from a different angle, to put themselves into somebody else's shoes. I'm hearing hands tied. Someone could feel like the hands are tied in a situation, that they can't negotiate out the way out of a situation, that there's things blocking them. It is this kind of like the universe is keeping them in place energy. I had this for a Libra reading for a couple of weeks. It was driving me crazy. It was like, Libra, the universe has you in the right position. Just sit there, look pretty, think about what you've done. So it's that kind of thing. It's like the universe is kind of tying this person up to give them a bit of time and space to think things through, to gain a different perspective. It also can talk about self-sacrifice. So we'll see if anything comes out that when we pull cards to find out more about this character. So you may recognize who that person is already. If not, maybe you will when we pull cards. All these people as well, they could make you think of a certain person. They could make you think of they could maybe you've talked about movies with these people in, maybe this is that person's favorite movie, maybe this person does impressions of these people. So anything that comes up, there's a reason for that, right? It's up to you to use your intuition to work out who's who. The Ace of Wands then, Bruce Lee and Enter the Dragon. It's The Ace of Wands, this person has perhaps some kind of new idea, a concept, very, very creative energy. There's something very new. It's an opportunity. It's something that they want to get off the ground. It's not necessarily very practical yet. It's more of a very enthusiastic idea coming your way. It could be somebody actually coming towards you with a huge amount of passion as well. So this could be matching you because you're in Wands energy as well. This could be, you're showing as this King of Wands, very capable. If something gets you fired up, you're fully capable of, like, taking the lead and going for this. So if there's this creative energy here that's coming up for you, somebody coming to you with some sort of idea, I've got this project, I've got this concept, let's get this off the ground. You may be taking the lead to take this forward. This is the person who comes up with the idea. You get enthusiastic and work with it. Yeah, it could definitely be somebody who's getting you fired up as well, in a positive way, not an angry way, but like a passionate way. The Hermit card, as I say, Virgo energy, this is somebody who's they're being a bit introspective. They may be a little bit withdrawn at this time. They may be doing a little bit of soul searching. Again, this sense of going within and kind of trying to figure things out. This person's kind of like trying to look at things from other people's perspectives. This person's looking at their own, this person may be the person doing the shadow work, to be honest. I'm now calling you out. It could be this person. I think it's Meryl Streep in Out of Africa. I actually, for some reason, I'm getting the urge to see if there's a quote for that. I haven't done this for anyone else, so why the urge suddenly popped out now, I don't know. Karen Blixen reflects on her lover's desire to live in the moment. Perhaps he knew, as I did not, that the earth was made round so that we would not see too far down the road. So somebody perhaps who's learning to live in the moment, or the earth is round so that we would not see too far down the road. So somebody who perhaps can't see the road ahead, trying to do some soul searching, trying to be led from within. It's funny because I was actually thinking about, I think it was in Capricorn's reading. I've just did Sagittarius and Capricorn back to back, so they're a bit mixed up for me, but one of them had this thing about, it was Capricorn, about following the star, right? Following which is your energy, Aquarius, in the tarot. I get a lot of crossover between the last three signs of the zodiac. So there's this thing about soul searching, going within to find out what your truth is, what your goals are, what your ambitions are, what your destiny is. I feel like this person is in that mode. But as I closed out that reading, I was kind of doing like self-reflection on that and thinking, I think because of one of the songs, they had Back in Business by Madonna as their What They Need to Know Right Now, and which is from the film Dick Tracy, and $1 Million Man by Lana Del Rey. $1 Million Man by Lana Del Rey is from the album Born to Die. And Back in Business by Madonna, Dick Tracy, without giving, spoiler alert, skip ahead 30 seconds if you don't want to know the ending, but she actually dies in that film. So it was making me think of destiny, and if you knew your fate, if you knew what your destiny was, like Dido in Carthage, I guess, or like Aeneas, would you still do the same things? Would you still make the same choices, or would you try to avoid your destiny? If somebody told you the day that you're going to die, would you face it, or would you try and avoid it? There's a film with Drew Barrymore and Chris O'Donnell, Mad Love, and they asked that question. I think Drew Barrymore says, would you want to know when you were going to die? And he says no, and she says, I would. You can prepare for that. Would you still do the same things? Would you live in the moment, or would you try to I don't know, there's something to that, and it kind of came up for me at the end of that reading, and now it's kind of coming back through here. So would you make the same mistakes? That's what it is with Groundhog Day. I've got it. If you had the chance to be reborn, if you had the chance to go back in time, if you had the chance to live your life a different way, would you do that? Or would you make the same mistakes because you realize that they've taught you lessons along the road? You know, would you change your life and perhaps change your entire situation, perhaps not have the friends, connections, children in your life that you have now, but in doing so you'd avoid personal pain? Or would you self-sacrifice and make the same mistakes, you know, take the same hits because those mistakes have brought people into your life? So there's some kind of Groundhog Day element here. It's funny because that came through Sagittarius as well in terms of timeline jumping. If you could see a future, if a path opened up in front of you, and you could see all the pitfalls, all the pain of each of those paths, but you could see the treasure at the end, you know, you could see the joy and the pain in each path, you know, would that help you choose a path, or would you rather go blindfolded? What is it? There's like a quote, as I go something into the night, isn't it? Is it Frost? Like, I can't quite get the quote. Okay. I mean, this is why the King of Wands is the King of Wands. He's made a lot of mistakes. He's probably played around a little bit, you know. He's probably kissed a lot of frogs, but that teaches him about his own desires, about what he wants, what works for him, what doesn't work for him, you know, what gets him fired up, what turns him off. And it gives him a lot of self-control. He's made mistakes, you know, he's indulged those passions as the Page and the Knight of Wands, and this brings him into a much more mature, much more a more stable energy, where the Knight of Wands can be a little bit of a player, you know, and the Page of Wands is kind of learning, a very naive kind of thing about wand energy. You know, the King, he's got more self-control now because he's kind of made the mistakes and learned the lessons from it. You know, that's what makes him a king. You can't be a king, you can't be an emperor, you can't be a queen if you've not made those mistakes. The mistakes give us the lessons. So embrace the shadow energy, embrace the mistakes, embrace the things that teach us the lessons, because it empowers you, quite frankly. And if you avoid that shadow work, if you avoid the shadow feelings, you get stuck. You know, you get in the Hangman energy, you get in the there's no progress. You know, if you fear making mistakes, there's no progress. Tell me about the King of Wands. Something is hidden. What is the King of Wands hiding? Secrets, secrets. Tell me your secrets, King of Wands. It's here somewhere. Oh, King of Wands. There you go. Secrets out. King of Wands is feeling very, very fired up, very passionate. Could be some kind of connection here with whoever this is. King of Wands is very guarded about this secret passion. Either about a Queen of Pentacles or because of a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles can symbolize Aquarius. You're getting called out. If you don't like this reading, go away now, because like I told you, it's all coming out of the woodwork in this set of readings. The Queen of Pentacles can symbolize a wife, a mother, a boss. It's your wife. It's your wife. Are you arguing with your wife? Or are you conflicted? I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it doesn't have to be, but it probably is. The Queen of Pentacles, it's Capricorn energy. It does symbolize somebody who's partnered in some sort of way. Could be a business partner, could be a mother, right? Generally, it's the wife card for me. Peacock, interesting, there's a peacock there. This could be somebody that you are very, very attracted to, that you see as somebody who could be your wife, as somebody who could settle down with. I'm reading, because it's a king, I'm reading as though you are a masculine watching this, but just be aware that, you know, if you can switch this, you know, if you're same sex, or if you are a female and this is a male for you, just know that you can switch that around. But this is somebody who really looks after themselves, very good at career, very good at practical matters, very good at the day-to-day. They very grounded, very nurturing, really nice energy. Actually, they're showing in the upright. There's nothing wrong with this person, right? It's not like they're a nasty person. They're just, I don't know, I don't know. The Four of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands together very much symbolizes for me where you have put down roots. I always say that the Four of Wands is the tent pegs. You know, the deeper you put those tent pegs, the more stable the foundations are going to be. So it talks about foundations, stability, the place that you share with other people. You can see there's a family depicted on this card. It can also talk about the community around you, you know, the place where you live. In a wider sense, it doesn't have to be literal home. It can be a wider sense of home. It can also talk about an event, celebrating some sort of milestone. Perhaps this is somebody that you see as wifey material, right, or husband material, and you are going to have a get together with them. Sagittarius did have this high school reunion thing going on. There's a dragonfly on there. There's rabbits on there. Rabbits are a symbol of abundance. The Queen of Pentacles and the rabbits symbolize a huge amount of potential energy here, a huge amount of something that can go places. This person's probably very fancy. They may like the finer things in life with that peacock energy there. The peacock is a symbol of Hera, the goddess of the wife goddess, if you like, the symbol of she's like, yeah, a symbol of like being a wife, being a mother. Just trying not to confuse her with Hestia, who is of the hearth, you know, of the hearth, of the home, of the fire, of the passion. Yeah, so very grounded, very, very stable energy here, but it is also the 1111 card. If you're into 1111, you know, could be something for you there. There's conflict here. This could be internal conflict, you know, your own sense of agonizing over something, a decision that you have to make, an inner conflict. You know, if you are fighting some kind of shadow side here, you know, you may be having feelings of guilt over this. The Five of Swords is winning at all costs. You know, it's I don't care who I'm going to hurt, I'm going to win this. So there could be, it can also talk about, with swords being communication and opinions, it could be a conflict of opinions, arguments in a home environment. Take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Guardedness, trying to save money, being a bit miserly. I feel like it's guardedness about this because this was the secretive energy. There's a new passion here. Could be a new love interest. Could be something that's got this person all fired up. I'm reading for you. You know, you switch it around if you think you're somebody else, but this person's very, very fired up. They have some spark lit inside them where they've got either some kind of passion project, something they feel like they have to do. It's kind of almost instinctive. I have to do this. It feels right. I'm trusting my gut on this, but they're keeping it a secret. They're very guarded about it. Probably because they don't want to have an argument with the wife about it, quite frankly. It's the way that I'm reading that. You know, take it a different way if you feel like it's a different way. But, you know, you've got the Empress there as well. Another wife card, Taurus, Libra energy. All fired up about something, Aquarius. You're wanting to do something, but there is a conflict here because you want to do something feels really good to you. It's like you're very enthusiastic about whatever this is. It doesn't have to be a person, right? It is connected to this person though. But yeah, you don't want to have to explain yourself. You don't want to get into an argument about it. It's like, I just want to go and do it, you know? I just want to go and do this thing because it feels really good. I don't want to have conflict. Feels like you're going to go for it, quite frankly, because you have that kind of winning at all costs. So, I don't know. What's the Hangman? Who's the Hangman? Ooh, hello. Hello. Queen of Wands. Well, King and Queen of Wands are counterparts. They are very fiery, very passionate. If this is a romance, this is hot. This is a very, very good time. You know, the King and Queen of Wands, they know what they like. They know what they like, and there's a lot of chemistry here. There's a lot of magnetic attraction between these two people if it's love or passion. If it's not passion, it's again, it could definitely be some sort of creative project that there's a hold up with. There's some kind of obstacle, there's something that's kind of all tied up. There's something that's not moving, and I almost feel like because it's not moving, because you're both having to be patient, it's kind of it's kind of frustrating, right? It's kind of, there's this build up of this passionate energy. It's like, I just want to get this off the ground. I just want to do this. You know, these people very charismatic, very magnetic, very fun. They light up the room. So Sagittarian energy, definitely seeing a bit of a connection with Sagittarius, you know, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. Others of you, this is, if it's not passion and love, it's a passion project, right? Something you want to get off the ground, something you're really enthusiastic about, something that you, that just feels like it's right, and there's a lot of chemistry between you and this other person. It could be like you bounce ideas off each other, you know, you get each other excited, that kind of thing, but there is this kind of like hold up energy. So tell me more about the connection between the Hangman and the Queen of Wands. There is some deception here. Could be self-deception. It could be that there's a hold up because there's deception. The universe is like, not on my watch. You know, you've got to be open. You've got to be honest. You've got to do, if you're doing this, you're doing it the right way. You know, high honor, high values. A lot of the time, there you go. The universe is like, nope, not on my watch. You're married, mate. You're married. You're not going anywhere. You think you're going to have a little sneaky affair on the side? Absolutely not. The universe is like, no way, Jose, tying this up, putting a stop to this, get back to your bloody wife. It's like, no, but I really wanted this energy. I'm laughing. It's like not funny. It's painful. Tell me more about that Queen of Wands. Oh yeah, very passionate. She's got a lot of control, a huge amount of control over herself, over her life. She's not going anywhere though. Look at that. This particular chariot card. Now the chariot is normally fast action, success, victory, celebration. It's almost like she's in the Four of Wands up there at the top. This is almost like, yeah, you're not going anywhere. These should be horses pulling the chariot forwards, but the sphinxes, it's like they're not going anywhere. They're almost like blocks under the wheels. So there's nothing she can do except for sit there, make herself look pretty, you know, wait it out, pamper herself, you know. It feels like a heavy burden. Cancerian energy. All right. Ace of Wands. So this is that something to do with that passion, that secret. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Oh, there we go. Empress energy. Again, wife, mother, divine partner. Could be that this person is in Empress energy. It could be, this is why this person's so attractive to you. You've got the Empress twice. Again, Libra, Taurus energy. It could be that you think this person is everything you could ever possibly want. You know, you've got them up on a pedestal. You think they're pretty much perfect, as close to perfect as you could possibly get. They very much, absolutely, they have got the steering wheel of their own life, very much in control of themselves, very high vibrational. They are all four queens of the tarot. I always say the Empress, if this is a love interest, it's like if you could imagine a perfect partner, if you had a checklist of what you needed, this person would match it. It's like too good to be true. I'm hearing butter wouldn't melt. Butter wouldn't melt, which means they're very sweet. like they're very, maybe very cool as well. You may think this person's very cool. They know their worth. King of Wands, this is an Empress. They expect people to approach them like an emperor. They know their worth. They know their own value. They're not going to get messed around. If you're coming at this person, you need to come to them correctly. For others of you, if this is not a love interest, this could be somebody who you see a lot of potential with, a lot of creative potential. You know, this could be a business partner. As I say, this could be a boss. The Empress talks of expansion, of growth, of you know, this Ace of Wands, this new opportunity, this passion project. It has a huge amount of potential here. This could be something really, really big. It could really pay off in the long run. You know, talking about the 1111 card, we've seen it twice already. We saw it on the Four of Wands card. We saw it on the Chariot. You know, she was almost sat in that. We have an ace here, which is a 1, and this is card number 3. So again, 1111. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands and the Empress. That's not a good sign. The Page of Wands, normally the Page of Wands is very, very young. It can be a child. If it's not a child, it's somebody who's in learning energy. If we had the Ace of Wands into the Page of Wands, this would be saying that we have a concept, an idea, something that with a huge amount of creative potential. Going into the Page of Wands, this is like getting it down on paper, getting the plans drawn up, kind of figuring out how are we going to do this. Huge amount of excitement with it. It can also be somebody who's very inexperienced, somebody who perhaps hasn't had a lot of romantic relationships. You know, they've not done that experimentation of the King of Wands, where this King of Wands, he's probably had his heart broken, he's probably broken hearts, he's probably made a mess of a few relationships. Now he knows what he's doing, right? This is somebody who's they're figuring it out. You know, you can't approach an Empress as a Page of Wands. I'm sorry, but it's basically like you're this person's child. And in the reverse, it's saying that this person's very inexperienced. Possibly they're going to do something quite foolish. It's almost like the Fool card in reverse. It's naivety. It's doing something passionate because it feels so good, but they've not put a lot of thought into it. They've not learned a lesson. Why is the Page of Wands in reverse? Or it's just that this passion project, if this is an opportunity, it's not getting off the ground. It's not going anywhere. You know, there's no movement forward. Somebody's trying to manifest though. And again, as if we needed another one. Aces, pages, wands. Somebody feels like they have everything they need to manifest some sort of dream, to get something off the ground. A little bit trickster energy. Tell me more about the Page of Wands and the Magician in reverse. Yeah, there's something to do with time here, divine timing, but also to do with, as I say, there's a huge amount of growth potential here. The Seven of Pentacles is planting seeds and watching them grow. It's things developing over time. You know, you have the concept, and then, you know, you take the practical action to make something happen. You make the dream come true. There's a lot of expansion opportunity here with this Empress. So don't expect fast results. Don't be impulsive. Whatever's happening here, if it's, you know, the Empress and the Magician, this could absolutely go somewhere. This could absolutely be something very, very big. You know, huge amount of potential here. This is like dreams come true. Literally dreams come true material here. But it's going to require a time investment. It's going to require patience. It's going to require hard work and commitment. You can't jump into this like a page. It's not going to work out. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. Okay. The Hermit. Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep. What do we need to know about Meryl? Oh, do you know what? It was hidden. It flipped, it hid. Do you know what it was? What is going on? Everybody's horny. Everybody's horny here. It could just be a passion project, right? All these people coming together on one passion project. It's a secret, not telling other people about it. Again, this is somebody who's doing the shadow work, I feel. They're you know, they've got those passionate feelings. They've got that fire lit inside them. They're really having they're kind of going away to have a look at this. You know, why am I feeling this way? What does this mean to me? They're doing the soul searching. They're doing the shadow work. What is the Ace of Wands? What is the Ace of Wands for this person? It could be different Aces of Wands. Everybody's passionate about something here. Either they've got their eye on something or someone or something. They're watching, they're gathering information. The Page of Swords is student energy. It's collecting information, it's figuring things out, it's trying to understand something. So this is like watching, waiting, not communicating. The sword's pointing down, this person's not communicating. They're figuring things out. They're figuring out what this means to them. It's a card of investigation. They're investigating what this is for them, right? What this means for them, why they feel this way. So they've probably been secretive because they've got to figure it out themselves first. Eight of Pentacles in reverse says that this person is not putting the work into something, though. They are... the Eight of Pentacles in the upright is working really hard on something, kind of mastering a skill, but for some reason it's in the reverse. Perhaps they feel like they don't have the skills to do something. If this is like some sort of project. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about... This person could have not had very much success in their life with the Star card there, or they haven't done enough work to heal something. There's still healing to do. They still need to put more work into something. So it could go either way. It could be that this person is not working hard to achieve their dreams. They feel like their dreams are impossible, perhaps. Or they are not working on the healing. So yeah, this person's trying to figure something out. They're going within. Feeling very tied up, feeling like whatever this thing is that's excited them, they feel like it's an impossible dream. They can't figure out how to do this. They feel like it's not worth putting in the effort to do this because they're all tied up. They're in that Hangman energy of the universe putting blocks in front of them. So they're doing the soul work. They understand what this is. They understand that when the universe sparks something inside us and then blocks us from going towards it, it's because we're being taught a lesson. We have shadow work to do. And they're doing the shadow work. But I still feel like they have more work to do. Yeah. They're not interested in any offers coming towards them at this point because there's things that didn't work out for this person, and they need to be on their own for a while. They need time to be on their own, to take themselves away from all offers of love or friendship. Yeah, and do that work before they can even think about sipping from this divine cup that's trying to come in as this new opportunity. So interesting reading there, Aquarius. Two of Swords. Yeah, blocked. Everybody's blocked. Everybody's horny, and the universe is just stopping everybody from misbehaving right now. Until everybody's done that shadow work, right? Face the demons, and then I guess those blocks will be removed. very unsatisfying reading, I have to say, because you've got that Ace of Wands, which is like exciting. You've got that King of Wands, and then you've got all this kind of like stuck energy. So it's a frustrating reading. Strength, have the strength, have the patience, and it would lead you to your Two of Cups. And you look at that. Patience is your friend. Staying strong, staying high vibrational energy, do the shadow work. You're going to get your Two of Cups. You're going to get your Empress. When the time's right, when you've all done the work. Okay. So it's coming. Don't give up. Don't give up. This is like a meeting of minds, being on the same page. You know, you're perfect person. You know, you've had the Empress, what, 2 times now? Advice, please, for Aquarius's reading. God, you're getting the Libra stuff. Ugh. I'm sorry, Aquarius. It sucks. It sucks because I've had this. I'm Libra and I've had this for on and off throughout the past few months. It's just like, just stay in place. Libra, you're in the right place. The universe has got you in a holding pattern. You've done the shadow work. You're in a holding pattern. Just wait there, right? Wait there. And it's like, well, can everybody else hurry up and can everyone else get on my level, please? Because I'm ready to move. So Aquarius, it seems like you're on the level. You're ready to move, but we've got to wait for everybody else to get into position before we can have freedom. Again, Sagittarian energy. And there's the Emperor. Look at that. Look at that underlying there. Can you see this? The Empress, the Emperor, Two of Cups in between. Could be business partners, could be father and mother. But whoever this is, whether this is you and another person or it's people around you, these people are on the same wavelength. They match each other on a high vibrational level. We've all just got to get to that level, right? We've got to do the shadow work. The universe isn't going to let us have the Two of Cups if we don't do the shadow work. It's just the way it is. So feels like there's a lot of people involved in this reading and everybody's kind of going through the same thing. Right, okay. Ugh, Libra had this. Just, ugh. There is a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing, Hangman. The arrival of brown bear spirit signals that you are best served by foregoing hard work towards your goals at this moment. Well, that's what that hermit's doing. They're not working hard, right? They were doing the introspection, taking the time out. You are best served by foregoing hard work towards your goals at this moment and instead taking the time out to meditate or just taking a nap so that you can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create next. Well, I did sleep from about 10 till 11:30 this morning because of my Madonna injection. Come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you and begin forming a plan. Right, I need to say, actually, talking about Madonna, I was doing too much. I was doing far too much. I was uploading 6 videos here a week. I was also working on my gaming channel, and I was trying to do housework. I'm also working, so I was doing too much. And on top of that, I decided, do you know what? The universe keeps telling me to sort out my cupboards. I'm going to sort out my cupboards. I'm going to build a wardrobe. So I just did too much this weekend, and then it accumulated with me getting the Madonna injection and having not a really bad time with it, but a bit of a rough time, you know, feeling a bit under the weather, needing sleep, being achy. And I almost feel like it's the universe going, look, we told you to rest. We told you to be in brown bear spirit and you didn't listen. So do you know what? We're taking you out. We're taking you out. We're going to make you sleep. So let that be a warning to you. That if you don't take the advice, if you don't go, you know, if you don't do the hermit thing and put work aside and take the rest that you need to take, then the universe is they're gonna make you sick. They're gonna do something where it's like, if you don't take the advice, we're gonna force you to do this because we know what's best for you. We're the universe, right? We've got that. Just do as you're told. Do as you're told, Libra. Do as you're told, Aquarius. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and rest allows for clear-headed strategizing. How might you become the person you wish to be and experience whatever your heart desires? Insights will arise as you explore possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time. I fell asleep. I started watching it and I fell asleep, so I don't remember what they said. But I think it was either Sun Tarot or Awakening to Spirit, because they both put the Aquarius readings up at the same time. One of them, the title was like, if I'm told to be patient one more time. Like Aquarius is like, I'm done being patient. Like I'm fed up. I want to be the king of wands. I want to take action now. So do go and look at Sun Tarot and Awakening to Spirit, because you know, they're brilliant readers. I need to go and watch those readings because, like I say, I fell asleep watching them. Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time. Relax and be calm and peaceful so that you can recharge. The call for action will come later. I like that I'm saying that I'm resting, but I'm actually doing all my tarot card readings in one day. It's like, do you know what, universe? If you're going to make me achy, if you're going to make me scruffy so that I can't do videos on camera, I'm gonna get my tarot card readings done. At least I can check that off the list, right? If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, or you've got Sagittarius energy in your chart, go and watch that reading because the horse came out for them as well. Freedom is yours. When horse spirit appears, you are gifted with the spirit of movement and freedom. Yay! I just feel like you have to finish that shadow work. You have to finish, you know, expunging that venom, right, from your system, whatever that is. And then you can move. Then the roadblocks will be moved. It is a time for travel and adventure, whether that means a trip somewhere or taking a different type of journey, one of freedom of choice. Horse spirit reminds you that no matter the circumstances, you have free will and choices that can take you far away to a better place, a better situation, a better state of being. Though there is no one but you to rein in your will to make a different direct decision. You are capable of making powerful choices that will affect you for a long time to come. Horses are social animals and known to be a friend to mankind, willing to carry us forward when we need it. Horse spirit reminds you that help will be available to you whenever you need it, and companions will be by your side wherever you choose to go, whatever direction you choose to travel. Life is an adventure, and horse spirit wants you to know that whatever choices you make, you have great spirit within, invisible yet holding you up and always walking by your side. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you can set your heart free to experience love in all forms. Spirit whispers to you that the gift of freedom is yours if you allow yourself to break out of your... Aquarius, are you listening? So there's going to be different groups of you coming in here. Some of you have shadow work to do, which is why the roadblocks are being placed upon you. Why you're in hangman energy. You need to do the shadow work, okay? Or spirit isn't letting you go anywhere. Those of you that have done a lot of shadow work and really kind of had that whole cold, hard look at yourself, let go of that perfectionism, okay? Those of you that have done that, the blocks are being removed, okay? Because listen, what did I say about being a bit of a perfectionist? The gift of freedom is yours if you allow yourself to break out of your perfectionism and stubbornness. Make a move and enjoy the freedom of letting go of the need to control. It's not me saying these things, it's the universe, guys. I'm just the messenger. I'm just telling you what the universe says, you know. So take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. What have I done with that deck? I've lost a deck of cards. Like, completely gone. That is so random. Do you know what's happened? That is weird. This card's in the wrong deck. Look at that. I used the good tarot. If this isn't a sign, I used the good tarot for Capricorn's reading. And I must have put it in the wrong deck. Like, Sandpiper Bat Otter. Is it the only card? Is it the only card in that entire deck that I put in the wrong deck? And it's come to the surface. That has to mean something. That is not a coincidence. That's intentional by the universe. That's, of all the cards, there's 70 something cards. I think it's 72 or 78 cards in the tarot deck. Of all the cards that I could have accidentally mixed together, the one card that I picked was the Emperor. And the chance of it coming to the surface, the chance of it being out of all those cards, it's the one that showed itself. Because there's no Emperor in this deck. There's cards that represent the Emperor for me, but no actual Emperor card, right? So the fact that of all those cards, it was the Emperor card. The fact that all those cards, this was the one that came face up, and I put it down there with the Emperor, the Empress, and the Two of Cups between them. That is not a coincidence. That means something. Oh my God, look. This is... oh my God. There's no such thing as coincidence when it comes to tarot. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Right now you are poised to jump up to the next level of your life and move forward into something even better than you could have imagined. When grasshopper spirit appears, it is a fortuitous time to take a leap into the unknown. The grasshopper spirit represents the innovative spirit that says why not. It has faith in the powers of co-creation. You are being called to trust that this is the right time to go with the idea, relationship or situation. Take risks, for abundance in all forms will show up for you. Wondrous things appear. Wondrous things await when grasshopper spirit appears. You are not going to go backwards, so listen to your intuition rather than your fearful ego that resists any change and clings worriedly to what was. Luck is on your side. Jump up and forwards with confidence. The spirit has so much in store for you if you only take that leap. Maybe it's your own fears. Maybe your shadow side is your own fears holding you back. Your fear of failure. Maybe those blocks have been put in front of you to test your faith. Trust your own instincts. Trust your gut. Look, 333. Maybe look at what 333 means. Watch out for signs and synchronicities. Trust your instincts, your knowledge of your situation. Act in high vibrational energy, high honor, integrity. Lead with integrity. It looks like there's something really good here with whatever that Ace of Wands is. Doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be some sort of project, right? And it looks like a lot of people are going to take a leap of faith towards it, whatever it is. Maybe all at the same time. How curious. Curiouser and curiouser. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. When I finish this reading, I'm going to randomize 2 songs for you on Spotify. I can't do it on camera at the moment. My tablet's broke, so you're just going to have to trust me on this one. Take a leap of faith and trust me. I think you can trust me because there's definitely things coming through in the set of readings that I don't want to say because it makes me uncomfortable, but I'm saying them anyway. So if that's not a sign, then I don't know what is. Whatever 2 songs randomized, the first one is going to be what you need to hear the most right now, and the last song on that list is going to be your advice from the universe. So if this reading is resonating with you, go and check out the description box below. Go and check out what those last 2 songs are. Whatever it prompts in you, use your intuition to guide you. It may be, I hate this song. Why do you hate that song? It could be trying to get you to do some shadow work. Maybe it's one line, one lyric. Maybe it's the name of the artist that stands out for you. Go and have a look at them. See if there's anything else to take from that. Use your own intuition to guide you. It's a general reading. You know your personal circumstances best. I'm going to leave it there. Leave me a like if you like. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave me comments if anything particular resonated. If you're a stealth watcher, I appreciate you being here. And I'm going. Take care. Best of luck with that, Aquarius. Behave yourself. And go and have fun. You know, take care. See you again soon.